Namaste, my beautiful friends and soulmates. Namaste, my beautiful soul purpose branding and soul purpose wealth community. This is Sabina Messner coming to you on Labor Day with a healing message. A healing message. I am here at Stewart Mineral Springs by Mount Shasta up in Northern California. And I wanted to just share a little bit of the healing journey that I've been on in the hopes that the healing may transmit to you. And with the healing also comes two aspects, a call for purification and a great call for urgency. So let me first show you something here. Can you all see here in the background the haze as you look up into the sky? It looks like haze, but it's not haze. It's smoke. It's smoke that's being pushed down from the great fire that is raging an hour north of here. And there's been another fire that has just barely been contained a couple of days ago. And it doesn't really matter where you go these days. If you live by the shore, you know, there may be a hurricane coming your way. If you live on the East Coast, there's a storm coming your way. And if you live somewhere in the middle, you know, there may be tornadoes and floods that are coming your way. And if you are not affected just yet by earthquakes or other natural tragedies and natural changes of our weather environment, then maybe these are relationship changes. Maybe this is a financial breakdown that you're experiencing. But we're really in this together. Here I am at this beautiful, beautiful spring, and I cannot escape anymore. The reality has caught up with us. Last year, around this time, in September 2015, we all lost one of the most sacred natural hot springs places of the Great West, Harbin Hot Springs, just a couple hours south from here, due to a fire, due to such an incredible blazing fire. We were helpless and hopeless. And the irony is this fire was human caused, and some of these fires have actually been arson. So there's actually been a lot of sort of deliberate destruction that we're witnessing in the world, and wildlife is lost. Did you know that 40% of the bee population has vanished? The US bee population has vanished last year. And with the Zika, spraying that goes out in Florida, more bees and more sacred insects that we depend on for our natural food supply and our survival are going to vanish. So I don't want to depress you. That's not my point, but my point is that the time for spiritual escapades is over. I recently talked to a client of mine, and she said, I really am done with the spiritual bypass. I'm like, aho, sister, aho. We cannot continue to sort of escape into another reality while this reality is practically dying in front of our own eyes. What does it say about us? What does it say about our connection? This is the intelligence of life, right? So my point of this is that I want to invite you to really look at your reality, really evaluate, take a really honest and close look around. Where are you hiding? Where are you lying to yourself? Where are you still escaping? I have recently spoken to many of new people that I am still getting to know via discovery sessions and other conversations, and so many times I hear from primarily ladies who want to convince me that there's still something that they need to do to be ready, that they're not quite ready just yet. Year 4, year 5, year 6, year 7, year 8, there's always something that they're not feeling ready, they're not feeling perfect enough, they're not feeling equipped enough. That is a lie. The universe has been very, very kind. We have been ushered, we have been nudged gently to come to this point at this time. But now there is no more buffering. The padding has been worn off. There is no more other way other than to say, wake up people to the truth. Corporate is dying, systems are dying, nature is dying, and this should not be depressing if you are at the same time also working on your rebirth. It is very, very difficult to cope with this. And by the way, here's a beautiful bee. Thank you so much for coming into my message, bee. See, I'm talking about you, and here's the intelligence of this universe responding and coming to support me in my message. So find that sort of truth within yourself. Work on your breakthrough, because while all of this is in turmoil, you can rise to the equation A and B. You can be greater than your environment, and guess what? Your environment needs you to be greater than it now. You need to be greater than the floods and the fires and the storms and the hurricanes and the despair and the separation that is coming your way. Because if you are alive at this time, at this critical time when one age, the Piscean age that has lasted us over 2,165 years approximately, is ending. It's literally dying. And a new age is here that is really the age that we've been, preparing ourselves for. This is not the time for you to chicken shit out. This is the time for you to acknowledge the death. You have to acknowledge the death in order to be free from the fear and the smallness thinking. You see, so many of us don't want to acknowledge the death. We want to escape. We want to continue with our spiritual escapades. But that's actually what holds us back. That's actually what keeps you hostage in your own sort of attachments to the old world. There is no more time to talk about change. You have to now be the change that we have been talking about. So don't go to another mastermind and don't get another certification. It's not necessary. You have it now or you don't. You decide if you have it, and you decide if you don't have it. You see? I was participating in a sweat lodge this weekend, and Great Spirit's message was there's always only two roads in life. It's very, very simple. Only two roads. There's always only, that one decision that you have to make when you come to that intersection. There's the road of your past that you have traveled on. And if you go on that road, you're going to just generate more of your past, of what you already know. And you can get more ready, because that's been the theme of your past. Get more ready, get this more last thing into place, this more validation, this more permission, this more piece of information. Or you can travel on the road of the future. It's a virgin road. There are no footprints. There are no, tire tracks leading the way. This is your invitation. And here's the thing. The age of Aquarius is about spiritual sovereignty. It's about applied spirituality. It is about spiritual empowerment. It is about you knowing who you are, singing your song for the sake of it, not to impress anyone, not to convince anyone, not to get other people's good opinions, approval, but just to set yourself free. And this is what we are looking at. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Sing your song. Dig deep. Acknowledge the reality. Acknowledge where you need to die out of an old understanding. Assist that death. Assist that dying process. Dive deep into that. It will liberate you. You'll come out on the other side stronger, purer, and more beautiful and powerful. This is the journey that I've been on already since 3 days. I'm going to continue on that same purification and cleansing journey for the next 7 days. And I will be in touch with you with more healing updates as they're coming to me. I hope this is a healing an empowering message to you, and I also hope that it is a little bit of that gentle kick into the butt, because now is the time. No more getting ready. It's now or never. Fly, ladies. Fly. Fly, fly, fly with the angels. Be safe. Be good. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye now.